Boom, it's tea time. Boom! What's up, people? Today we're going to be talking about what a daily drinker is. And before we begin, pause the video, send it to your dog's chiropractor, and then comment below and let us know what you think a daily drinker is, because we don't want you to bias your opinion about it before you learn the real definition from us.
Or bias us, because Denny is also a psychic.
Yeah. And I can read the future
The future
now.
YouTube comments.
I can read your mind in the future now before you're even commenting on the video.
Yeah.
So
Don't go in that pool.
pause the video. Me.
Bad things will happen if you go in that pool. That's right. I'm talking to you, Sam.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Need you around. Okay, anyway. Daily drinker. Yeah. So, I kind of thought this might be a fun one to also ask a bunch of other tea experts and stuff. So that might still be a blog post that I do. But you know what? At this point, I don't have enough time for any of this stuff. So let's talk to another resident expert, James Chogan. No. Yeah, how do you think about daily drinkers? What do you think are like the attributes that would maybe even, before you decide what they are for you, what were the attributes that you would even be thinking about in terms of what a daily drinker would be?
I think it's something that you can drink pretty regularly.
Right.
Definitely passes the speed test.
Right.
I think that'd be one of the big things. At one point, I felt like I saw the term daily drinker used as sort of like a soft put down on teas. It's like, oh, it's an okay daily drinker.
Uh-huh.
But I think that forgets that drinker is in daily drinker.
Yeah.
And so you need to actually be able to drink it
Right.
in order for it to qualify as a
Yeah,
daily
I totally
drinker.
agree. It's
Yeah.
not a derogatory term whatsoever.
No.
It's a term that signifies that it's one that maybe for me at least, to answer a little bit how I think about it, isn't so unique and special that I want to save it for a special occasion, and or that it's got such a specific flavor, even if it's not as fancy, that I don't want to be drinking every day. It might
Sure.
be something that I'm more comfortable with drinking more regularly just because I am more... I find the flavor is more amenable overall.
There's an inherent casualness to it, where
Uh-huh.
it's like doesn't require full concentration. Maybe it's not changing quite as much steep to steep as like a tea nerd's tea, for instance.
Totally. Would you say that a reference tea is a daily drinker necessarily, like by default?
It could be. Yeah.
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 But not necessarily.
Yeah, not necessarily. Not mutually exclusive, definitely.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
How else do you think about daily drinkers?
Um,
In terms of like, okay, so
I think generally probably on the smoother side of things.
Interesting.
Just because like you want like the casualness of the tea might lead to a little bit of imprecise brewing, shall we say, where it's like, I'm working on my tea app if I'm Denny, and
Right.
it's like I want to put down some tea, get some caffeine, but it's like if I accidentally steep the tea a little bit too long, it'll be mostly fine.
would you say that a daily drinker is going to be inherently remarkable or inherently unremarkable, or neither? Does it fit into one of those categories?
I don't know. For me, probably more unremarkable than remarkable.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, one where I don't feel like I'm so caught up in needing to be focused on, wow, this is changing, it's so dynamic, blah, blah, blah. Again, not a put down at all. Some teas don't have to be, blowing your mind every time you drink them for them to be really a great, 8 out of 10 session.
It's also true that someone's daily drinker could be someone's like special occasion tea.
100%.
Yeah.
Another one of the questions I was going to ask, which is, does a daily drinker as a category change for you over time? So maybe you get more familiar with tea, you get nicer teas in your Pumador. Does the quality of tea change, and is the quality of tea relevant to your tea expertise as defined? Does the daily drinker define itself by the quality of tea related to the teas you have on hand?
I think it could be, just because you probably, like, if it's like your best tea, I doubt it's going to be your daily drinker,
Right.
assuming you've had like
Right.
a year or something to
Right.
accumulate teas.
Yeah. Do you think that you need to have a ton of the tea for it to be your daily drinker? Or would you still be able to say, this is a daily drinker insofar as it's something I can see myself drinking all the time, but I only have a sample of it?
I don't think it needs to be a tea, but for it to be yours, I mean, I think you do need to consume some quantity. If you drink 20 grams of it, I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to call it your daily drinker.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah.
So you need to have experience with it enough.
Yeah.
Okay, got it, makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, for me at least, when I was trying to pick teas that I'd say as my daily drinker, I almost said I have to have finished like a cake of this at this point.
Got it, okay, interesting. Yeah, interesting, that makes sense. So, and then, in terms of like the quote-unquote objective quality of the tea, whatever that means.
Yeah, whatever that means.
how do you place that for yourself? Like, does it need to be something where you feel like, this has to be in my mid tier, the average or slightly below? Could it be maybe a higher quality tea for my Pumador at this point, or my tea closet, but still, nevertheless, I'm just drinking this all the time?
I don't think it has to be, but I think it does tend to end up falling towards an average tea as far as the stuff that I own.
Bell curve.
Yeah.
Middle of the bell curve. Right. How about cost? Same question.
Yeah, I think cost definitely plays some factor. I mean, if nothing else, cost will play an impact on how much of it you have. Like, if you're ever to own, like, a tong of it, I mean, like, odds are it wasn't, like, a $500 cake to start with.
Unless you're balling super hard.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Or like $1,000 cake or whatever.
Yeah. Someone's daily drinker who's like, whatever, insert your favorite billionaire tech dweeb now.
That's true, though.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I can only drink the Double Lion 502 every day. My lowest... Anyway.
I feel like that tea would probably not qualify for a daily drinker on the qualities that it is.
Well, and also for me, one thing that I talk about in that tea specifically is that it's so specific and unique, and I think that this is also kind of maybe a critique of boutique teas as well, that I wouldn't call them daily drinkers as often, is because they typically don't have that more homogenous or ordinary quality. Again, not in a derogatory sense. And maybe it's really that I really love the plumminess of this one tea, and it just is a daily drinker for me, but it's really plummy. Or like, one of the Bada Brick, it's like really date heavy, but I really enjoy that flavor and I'm happy to drink it all the time. But I think for the Double Lion, for example, it's so unique and specific that like I really only crave it, even though it's passing the speed test for me, because I'm like trying to limit drinking it too much. It's so unique, it's so specific.
Yeah. I will say that a lot of Ripe qualifies pretty easily for daily drinkers for myself.
Right.
One that does not, so just to talk about it sort of in the negative sense, is the Human Nectar. that would be a good example of not a daily drinker. How dare you? No, yeah, 100%. In fact, BFZC in general, not a daily drinker.
For sure. I haven't drank that tea since.
Yeah, exactly.
And I loved that tea. Yeah. I spent way more money than I should
have. You probably finished like a brick of 758 ones.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, cool. I think that a daily drinker is up to each, the beholder, but I think these kind of cover a lot of the questions you can be asking yourself at home. What makes a daily drinker? How are you thinking of a daily drinker?
And remember, you have to drink it.
Yeah, true. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of daily drinkers that we drink on a daily basis. Go for it, man.
Yeah. So I tried to include teas that I finished a cake of at least. One of which is, for the Ripe category, I have the 2009 Eon Purple Mark. So that is actually half ripe, half raw.
Check the in between the soda about that.
Yeah, traditional storage. So it's very dank, and it's just a profile I like. It's just very ginseng. Nothing terribly dynamic about it, but it's just, you could forget about it brewing for 30 seconds. Tea would be totally fine, maybe even better. So yeah, it's just a really solid one. I have finished 2 or 3 cakes. I don't even know at this point.
Yeah. Nice. To change it from Pu'er, another one for me is the Islao Mountain Black Tea.
Nice. That's from Scott.
From Yunnan Sourcing. I love that tea. It's oftentimes a 10 out of 10 session for me. It's not a super expensive tea. It's the same thing as it is. It's very consistent every time, but it hits all my buttons. It's so delicious to me. And I can brew it really well, and I don't need to think about it too much. It's a tea that I can overbrew. So if I think I am being a little bit neglectful, I'll maybe use a little bit less leaf or pull leaf out or grandpa style it instead. But it's a tea that I'm familiar with. I know really well, and every time it's just a banger tea for me.
Nice.
What about other ones?
Unsurprisingly, as Danny remarked, following me on the Pu'er, on his tea app, is like, I drink a lot of Pu'er and I don't drink too much else. Especially in the black tea category. So mine is very poo-centric. So for me, another one I have is the 2006 Dai 8582. I am working on another cake of this. Quiche sells it. I bought it from Taishun He maybe 6 years ago, and that's just like I know Denny will nod along when it comes to 8582. Just a very solid, easy drinker.
Yeah, exactly. And I have the 08 version of that I drink pretty much every other day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to actually remember how to pronounce this name of this tea. And it's not on the... Yeah, there it is. So how do you think you pronounce that?
Lao Sai.
Sai? Okay.
Yeah.
That is not how I would have pronounced it. L-A... down thingy O and then CAI.
Yeah, I mean it's confusing because I think I mean, that could be Chinese, but I think that's
It's
also
Vietnamese. Yeah.
But like Lao Sai would be a romanized version of some Chinese too.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Which might be related. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, that tea is also another tea for me that I often rank in kind of like S tier category.
Is that white or?
It's a white tea.
White tea.
And God, it's not cheap. It's not cheap, but it's so freaking good. It's passing the speed test. Everyone I introduced it to loves it. It's the mom test in spades. It's so delicious. It's so crisp, so fruity. Such easy drinking for me. I'm always down to drink it. If you like Oriental Beauty, you'll love this tea. It has a lot of the Hancha kind of character that Oriental Beauty does as well.
Is it similar to the Isla?
It's definitely brighter and fruitier. It's got much less earthiness.
Okay.
The Isla Mountain tea has much more of that Yunnan soil character that I really enjoy. And more kind of baking spice vibes.
Okay.
This is much brighter.
So pretty different then.
Yeah, but it's not vegetal like other like really white teas.
Yeah.
They brew out really yellow. It's still quite orange in the soup color. So good. I just crave it all the time. I'll drink it in the evenings when I shouldn't be drinking tea. It's a great one.
So next up, I go to the other major category, another pour for Shaguan. I was going to choose the Love Forever Paper Tongue, which technically I've drank more of than this tea. But I think this one has kind of become more of my standard Shaguan daily drinker. That is, of course, the 2005 Shaguan Iron Cake 8653 from one of the early months. It just has that like sweet menthol Shaguan thing. For those of you that followed the TD blog, I did the Shaguan report earlier this year, which I called the Masochist report, because there's a lot of not so great tea that I don't enjoy drinking from Shaguan. And so I had to get through quite a bit of stuff in order to get stuff. This one stands out. It's not an S tier tea or anything like that, but I think it's a very solid tea, and it provides that Shaguan character, which is quite different from Dai.
Yeah, right on. Yeah. And for me, actually, my next Shang Pu'er tea was going to be the Love Forever Paper Tongue. So good, so fruity, so bright. It has 8582 elements to it, but maybe even more of that kind of classic Shaguan base note. Really pungent and strong, sour and juicy. It's a really delicious tea that I also can kind of just like let it go, and it might blow me up, but it's still like, maybe get me a little bit too caffeinated, but it's still delicious.
Yeah. So my last one is, I don't know, you could say this is a cheat or not, but for me, I got this fairly inexpensively.
Okay.
So it fits. It's the boutique tea. It is the 2007 Yangqing Hao Qijang. Really, the 2007 line of Yangqing Hao teas in general is a very generally budget-friendly boutique stuff that I like quite a bit. It's not for everyone. But yeah, this one has like a very, very nice endurance, good longevity, and I like that kind of like more boutique menthol Shaguan-ish character that it provides, which is a weird thing to compare a boutique tea to, but I think, you commented about that, and it's like, I think it's kind of spot on, honestly, as far as like those teas go. And so, I got it at a price that was probably about 20 to 25 cents a gram, which for me at least puts it at like I can session it for $1-ish, and I mean that's a daily drink.
Nice. Right on. And again, breaking from the poo category, another one for me is going to be, my final one would be the Tea Home Premium Alishan tea.
Oh, nice.
It's really delicious. It's, again, really easy to drink.
Okay.
Really bright, floral, sweet.
You're still working through those 8 kilograms of tea.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Well stored, but my Lord. It goes and goes and goes. Those rolled longs last forever. Just again, it's so easy to drink. You don't need to pay attention to it for it to be really great, but you can pay attention to it and really enjoy it. Really soft, light flower flavor, lots of sweetness. It's just a simple tea, but it's really, really, really great. So go out there and like find your own daily drinkers, right? And then tag them in the tea app daily. I've been doing that for my dailies, and do the same.
Yeah. So you have like a hashtag daily.
Yeah.
Nice.
Check out mytdv /tags/daily. And subscribe. Click all the buttons. Follow me on. Anyway, cool. All right. Well, like I said, comment below. Let us know what you guys think are your favorite, or rather, what daily drinker means to you. I already know because I can read your mind in the future. But comment for James, because he's an idiot, so he can't do that.
Yeah.
But he's learning. Subscribe. Click all the buttons, and we'll see you guys next time.
Wu-Tang!